I'm so glad my Lord and Savior Donald Trump is finally in office. Because of that, I can now buy that $1 million mansion and car with a $20 down payment. And he said he was going to make everything really cheap, which means we'll be able to afford everything. Like, I'm just so happy, and these liberal tears are hydrating me. Get a load of this fucking bitch. You're dumbass.
What happens in November? That's right, Thanksgiving, a holiday that involves food. The Trump administration has announced that for the month of November, they're not going to issue any food stamp benefits, no SNAP benefits. 80% of the people in the United States who receive food stamp benefits live in counties that voted for Donald Trump. 80%. They are poor, white trash, MAGA. 80%. So, MAGA, happy Thanksgiving.
Donald Trump is probably the evilest motherfucker out there. How you gonna do the government shutdown during the busiest time of the year? In a couple weeks, it will be November. For the people who celebrate, so many families aren't gonna have a good Thanksgiving. So many families are not gonna be able to rejoice and celebrate holidays with their families the way it normally would have been. It's gonna be looking like a sad ass Thanksgiving motherfucking meal. I love Thanksgiving. But y'all better go check out Aldi's, because you know the Aldi's is for the people, and I heard they got a whole little Thanksgiving meal deal for like under $100. So parents, if you know that you rely on your motherfucking food stamps and you ain't getting no November motherfucking SNAP benefit, you better not be spending your last nothing on nothing that you don't need but you want. Cause your kids, they gonna be hungry inside. So it really is not the end of the world. Y'all just need to start budgeting better. But it's horrible for the people who literally cannot afford it. But those of y'all who be getting like $1,000, $1,600 fucking dollars a month, y'all better have some leftover food stamps. And if I was you, you know what to do with that to get more.
Honestly, I'm very happy they're taking away the food stamps. That's great, because y'all swear at the poll you were doing something to hurt immigrants and people who look like me. But now, all the rednecks and Mima and Papa and Junebug and Slaughterbug and all y'all gonna be hungry this fucking Thanksgiving. Thank God. You thought you were shooting other people, you end up shooting yourself in the foot. Good. Like, great. I'm happy. Thank you. Majority of the immigrants who you claim are stealing your stuff, we don't even qualify for food stamps. Maybe y'all can use this hungry time to think about what y'all did at the poll last November. This Thanksgiving, maybe y'all can fast and repent.
No food for you. Yeah, no food for you. The SNAP program, November, none. No money. $0 are going to be going out. Yeah, the government shut down, so the administration's like, yeah. You want food in November? Yeah. All you people that voted for me, most of you that voted for me are in the red states. Many of you are on the SNAP program. You get nothing. Yeah, come November, the administration has decided, yeah, no checks are going out. Yeah, nothing we can do. You're going to be without your SNAP benefits. You're going to have $0 to help feed you and your children. This is what you voted for, right? This is what you wanted. Donald Trump, this miserable old man as president, you got it. And guess what he just did for you? He's going to make sure that come November, the holiday season, that you have no SNAP benefits, that you have no food. Yep. You can thank your president for that. No food for you. Enjoy.
Y'all, in another edition of As the White Hood Turns, have y'all heard that they're going to run out of SNAP benefits by November? Have you heard this? Well, if not, strap in, buckle up, let's go. Listen, I want to understand, MAGA, are y'all winning yet? Are y'all winning? Because the majority of you that voted for syphilitic Sid are the people that received most of these benefits. Now, this man done lied to y'all and told y'all that it was undocumented and illegals that were getting these benefits. But we about to find out who really getting these benefits, because y'all ain't getting no turkey. Y'all ain't getting no ham. Y'all, Meemaw ain't gonna have no butter rolls, nothing. Because y'all ain't gonna have nothing. The USDA has said that if the government does not open up because of this shutdown, there will be no more funds. No more federal funds for any of these benefits. So I just want to understand. I want to run it back. Just bear with me for a moment. I want to run it back. So let me get this straight. Y'all voted for this fool. And now your SNAP benefits ain't benefiting. Your Medicaid ain't Medicading. Right? These tariffs ain't tariffing the way he said they was going to tariff. But y'all still over here. The only thing that y'all can point to is the deportations. So while you over here giddy about a 13-year-old being deported to some unknown country, y'all about to not have no Thanksgiving. You might not have anything for Christmas either. I just want one of y'all to step to the front and make it make sense. Make it make sense. Cause again, y'all ain't about to have no holidays. But y'all worried because he done convinced y'all that an undocumented person gets $1 more than you do. I have no words for y'all. Good luck. Because again, the farmers ain't farming. The tariffs ain't tariffing. The SNAP benefits ain't benefiting. And the Medicaid ain't Medicading. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, bye.
No food for you. No food for you. That's right. President Trump has announced that come November 1st, which is only 2 weeks away, that there will be no SNAP benefits available to anybody that is on the SNAP program. Most of the people on SNAP are from red states. This is what you voted for. Remember that. He doesn't care that you have no food. There's no money for SNAP, and he doesn't care. But he just gave Argentina $40 billion in a bailout, but no food for you. That'll be no food for you. And as we progress into the holiday season, no food for you. That's what you voted for, and that's what you're going to get. No food for you.
Hey guys, we got another major story developing. November 1st, they're going to cut off SNAP benefits. This is going to have major effect on all of us, guys, not just the people who are losing their benefits. Because you need to think, all these people who are losing the ability to buy food when the economy is already in the gutter and things are already at just ridiculous pricing. How do you think that they're going to survive? What's next? Theft? They're going to have to start stealing food, which means prices are going to raise, which means they will lock things up, which means we might be in martial law a lot sooner than we thought. Because when they have to start controlling the food centers, the Walmarts, martial law, that's when bread lines and everything will start. Okay? When the food centers are no longer secure, that's when your lockdowns will really begin. And when you take the SNAP benefits away from all these people who already have nowhere else to turn, what do you think is going to be the result of this? These people are going to get into survival mode here soon. Whether they come to the stores and start rioting and ransacking the shelves in the stores, or they start coming to your cupboards, they're going to come looking for food here soon, because that's survival. Guys, this isn't good. This isn't good. And I hope that you guys are having discussions within your community about how to take care of one another. Because that's what we need to do. This No Kings protest that's going off tomorrow, if you go to any gathering, go prepared to find a community, build a community. Go with your business card in hand, and I mean this literally. What are your skill sets? What are you good at? What can you offer? Where are you located? Find people in your area. Maybe you might have to relocate if you're able to join up with the tribe or a community, but you are going to need community because this economy is in the gutter. It's done, and they're going to flip the switch here soon, all right? They're lining up all the dominoes, and they're knocking them down. And unless you are a billionaire, you are going to be affected by this. You are going to have a lifestyle change. We are talking about a financial reset, a world currency reset. This isn't done every couple years. This is very monumental, guys. So please take this very serious. This isn't conspiracy. This isn't, we've been hearing this forever. No, you're watching it in real time now, guys. And things don't happen overnight. Rome was not built in a day, and it's not reset and destroyed in a day. It takes some time, but that time is running out. Your days are getting shorter. You can all feel it. You just admit it, be honest. The literal days do not last as long as they used to because we are on a countdown. Tick tock, tick tock. Get your homes in order. Get your temples in order. And I want to remind you that it's all about what's going on in your heart right now. How are you treating one another? How are you treating the temple? Are you acting from a place of love and appreciation? Accepting of what you cannot change? Or are you yelling and fighting and arguing with each other and being lost in the land of confusion? Because we are going through trials and tribulations right now. Right now. And we are all being judged right now. It's about the heart, guys. Don't get lost in all this stuff. And when these people need food here soon, if you have the ability to help someone and God sends you someone, you help them. Because that's going to be a part of your test as well. Are you going to be fearful and hoard on so you can survive one more day than the next person? Or are you going to open your heart? I know what Christ would do. The question now is, what will you do? Like the video, share the video, guys. Get the message out. SNAP benefits are going away. It's going to have massive, massive repercussions on our economy, and not just the people who are losing the benefits. It's going to affect us all.
I don't care if other people are doing it or not. I'm not participating in this economy. I am not participating in Trump's economy ever, including the holidays. For sure. That means I'm not buying overpriced fucking Halloween candy. Okay, we're not buying little tiny overpriced Halloween candies. We're gonna go to Mexican for Thanksgiving. We're gonna go eat Mexican and support the local Mexican community. And for Christmas, I will put up my fake Christmas tree that I already spent money on last year and just simply decorate. We've got decorations. We will decorate what we already have. That's it. The kids are gonna get cash. That's all they want anyways. I'm gonna give my kids some money. That's all they want. They're adults. I'm not participating. Fuck Trump. Fuck this economy. And I choose not to. I choose not to. I'm boycotting the holidays. Whether you guys are doing it too or not. I say we all do it. I say we all boycott the holidays. Completely. In total. But do you. Whatever you want to do. I will be boycotting.
Guess what happened while we were distracted by all the other crazy news? Donald Trump hit his lowest economic approval rating ever in either term this week. Watch this video and I'm going to tell you why it matters.
We're talking about new lows for Donald Trump. He's hit new lows for himself. Trump's economic net approval rating hits lows with these pollsters. CNBC, look at this. Down now, minus 13 points on the net approval rating on the economy. You come to this side of the screen, it's minus 19 points among Quinnipiac. And keep in mind, we're talking about hitting record lows for Donald Trump in either his first term, which of course ended back in 2021, or his second term, which is ongoing right now. The bottom line is Donald Trump is at the lowest point ever in either of his terms.
Humiliating, right? But he gets so much worse.
Compare it to presidents historically.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. Donald Trump is beating himself in the way you don't want to beat yourself, record lows, but let's compare it to other presidents. Well, let's take a look here. Okay, worst economic net approval ratings at this point. among presidents since 1977. In the presidency, right, this is a new Donald Trump presidency. Look at this. He's the worst for any presidency at this point. How about the second term? Come to this side of the screen. Of course, Trump's in his second term. He's the worst for any president at their second term at this point. So Donald Trump isn't just beating himself with record lows. This is the lowest for any president ever at this point in either a presidency or for a second term. Donald Trump setting the types of records you simply put do not want to set.
Here's another way of looking at this. This is Trump's approval ratings by overall and then broken down by issue. And that very bottom line there is inflation and cost of living. He is doing terribly. Why does this matter? Because an unpopular president does not have the mandate that a popular president does. He drags his party down in elections. Watch what's going to happen in November and you'll see proof. The less popular he is, the more of a political liability he becomes. The more corporations and other institutions start to realize that people hate him, the less they're going to be willing to go along with him. And the more unpopular he becomes on the economy, the more people will join our movement, which is capable of stopping him if we all come together and work peacefully to do just that. And I mean it, you guys. He wants you to think that he is inevitable, that he will be here forever. Steve Bannon is out there today saying he's going to have a third term. Bullshit. He won't if we don't let him. And we shouldn't let him because the majority of Americans despise him. So get to work, help us fight him, and remember, the many is more powerful than the money, and that man, he's the money. He's also historically unpopular. Make sure you never let him forget it.
America's economy is losing over and over because of Trump's shambolic trade war. I mean, it was really stupid to say to the number one country that buys the very few things that we make, fuck you. Well, now they're saying no, fuck you. We used to sell $13 billion in soybeans to China. They said, you know what? Fuck that. We'll get them from Brazil. We don't sell that many things to other countries. We can't have a $13 billion sale just canceled. We also make beef and poultry. We used to sell tons of that to China. Now they're getting it from Australia. That's another one of the very few products we make and sell overseas gone. That's billions of dollars out of the American economy. We used to sell liquefied petroleum gas to China. Now they're going to get that from the Middle East instead of us. I'm not saying this is going to happen. They've already canceled their orders and started getting their things from these other places. So American producers had consumers in China, and those were lost because of Trump. This is billions of dollars that is lost to thousands of American producers. And these contracts are not just magically going to come back after this trade war ends. You have damaged the American economy for the long term. Good job, guys!
Today I'm a bad mom because I won't take my kids to the state fair. We're a family of 5. Each ticket's $20 and parking's $20. That's $120 even before we get our toe in the door. We're paying $120 just to see chickens and piggies that I can see down the road at the farm. Now, if they want to play some games, it's $1 per ticket. So if they get 60 tickets, right? $60. To throw 5 darts, it's $1 a dart. But you need to throw 15 darts to get a prize, okay? Each ride is 8 tickets, but you need a parent to go on, so that's 16 tickets. Which again, it's $1 per ticket. So say if my kids wanted to go on 5 rides apiece at $8 a ticket, that's $80 per kid because an adult needs to go with them, so that's $160 right there, just for 5 rides. And we're not even getting into the food. A turkey leg, $25 for a turkey leg, $8 for a cup of soda. I told the kids that I would rather take them to Disneyland than the state fair because of how expensive it is. I asked one of my mother friends how much it cost her for her family of 4. She said she left paying $500, and that was just for dinner, the tickets to get in, the parking, and a few rides. $500 for a state fair? I said, what did you get? I was like, did you even win any prizes? She goes, no, we didn't even get to win any prizes. Like, don't they have the little magnet fish that everybody wins? So yeah, I'm gonna be a bad mom because I'm not gonna take my kids to the state fair because I'm not gonna throw $400, $500, $600 at some carny rides and a $25 turkey leg.
Here's the real question. If millions of families are going into debt just to eat, what does that say about the true health of the U.S. economy? A new survey shows that about a quarter of Americans are using buy now, pay later apps like Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay just to buy groceries. We are not talking about sneakers and vacations. We're talking about milk, eggs, and pasta on a payment plan. And that number is climbing fast, which means more and more people literally can't afford food up front anymore. Let's be honest, Wall Street might look fine, but Main Street is starving. Call me crazy, but I would love to live in a society where moms don't have to worry about feeding their children, where dads don't have to work 10 jobs to make sure that Eggos can go in the toaster in the morning. That would be my ideal society, but I know, I'm a little crazy.
Do you want to know the real reason that the Republicans have shut down the government from an insider? So I grew up as a Christian homeschool conservative. I was around people who were into Project 2025 and the Heritage Foundation. And so I know their playbook. They've been planning this forever and they are getting to their goal very, very fast. So Republicans have shut down the government, and this has been a plan all along because they want to reduce the force of the government. They want to kind of slash it, fire everybody, and start from scratch. So what they've been doing is they've been the past decades, I think probably at least 2 decades, they have been scoping out Christian homeschool talent. For example, people in government organizations from DC would come to my college to scope out the talent, and homeschoolers were very big into learning debate and political science, and then they started their colleges like Patrick Henry College, my college, Liberty, all of these to kind of create government workers and brainwashed Christian conservative smart talent that could go into Washington, D.C. So they have been scoping and recruiting people for 2 decades. And so now that they have Trump in office and they have all of the power, they want to shut everything down, reduce the force, and then in doing so, they are going to replace all of those fired employees with Christian loyalists, Trump loyalists, and they've been actually teaching them and hiring them and interviewing them for this job. When you read Project 2025, that is their plan, that is what they're going to do. And you can say like, oh, that's discriminatory because they can't hire people just based on their politics. Trump literally had every single government employee sign something that's saying like, what do you like the most about Trump's presidency? So they don't give a fuck about the law, they don't give a fuck about discriminating. This is the new America.
Trump voters give up on Thanksgiving this year because they feel that they have nothing to celebrate, they have nothing to, to be thankful for. The Trump's economy has been too bad for them because this is not what they expected, this is not what, they had prepared for. They elected him because they thought that the economy was going to be good. They elected him because they expected that he was going to change everything. He made promises to them that everything was going to be affordable. The price of eggs, the price of gas, the price of everything. But that's not the case. They feel betrayed. They are angry because as we talk, the price of gas is very high. The price of eggs is very high. The price of groceries is very high. This is not what they expected to be. So Trump voters feel that this is their worst year. This is the worst economy they ever had. Looking at things such as the mass layoffs, there has been mass layoffs of workers all over the country, all over the United States. People are not able to afford their rent. People are sleeping in the streets. They are sleeping in containers. People are not able to, to afford even food. Like generally, the living standards in the United States is very high. Only a few people can afford it. As we talk, come November 1st, if the government shutdown continues up to that date, then Trump will cut off the SNAP benefits. Now tell me, the SNAP benefits cut off, Medicare cut off, Medicaid cut off, how will they survive? Yeah, so they feel that they have nothing to celebrate, they have nothing to be thankful for. Let's also look at farmers. They are going bankrupt. They are losing their farms. They have no market for their farm produce, for their soybeans. They are even asking for bailout from the president. And funny enough is that he has given $20 billion to Argentina for bailout, while the farmers of the United States, while the economy of the United States is collapsing. The farmers have nobody to pick their crops from the farm, nobody to milk their cows because of the mass deportations. Their workforce, who are illegals who are deported to their countries. Generally, the economy of the United States is falling apart. And so the Trump voters are so disappointed. They feel betrayed. They are even coming out publicly to regret their votes. Yes, so it is what it is. Let me know what are your thoughts and opinions about this down in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well for more great content like this. See you in the next episode.